Oh, you got it. And I am live. Sorry, I'm fighting with my controller. For a second there, it looked like it had finally synced to the Xbox. Like, I don't know what it's doing. I had to recharge it yesterday. Now it's not wanting to stay connected. And I'm having a fight with it. So. Oh, and that's still loud. Ugh. Go figure. Can't just have like today's just been one of those days. Like it was a good day at work. Good day at work. But everything outside of work has just been a massive pain in my backside. Needlessly, a massive pain in my backside. Controllers and headsets. Connect device. Oh, you've got to be kidding me. And what type of connection is this? I hate to say it, friends. I think this pretty much shows that the wireless frickin' in the adapter in the actual Xbox itself is probably going bad. That's the only way I can explain why it randomly does not want to connect. Like, it becomes like pulling teeth. I think I'm gonna have to get a longer USB-C cable then. Alright, let me get. Because apparently that's not gonna work. Lame. So very lame. Lloyd. Because I'm like literally trying to get set up, ready to go. Controller's not connecting. Like, I literally go to log into the game. Controller's like, what's a connection? And I know it's the Xbox because if I were to try to use my other wireless controller, it would probably do the same. Like I said, it's probably just the wireless, as bad as it sounds, the wireless adapter in it for the controllers is just going out. One hand, I'm kind of annoyed by that. Kind of really annoyed by that. But on the other hand, this is a launch Xbox One. Alright? You heard that right. A launch Xbox One. The fact that I'm still using the same Xbox that I got around launch time shows you. I mean, I've if nothing else, taken good care of this Xbox, but I haven't played it as much as I did my 360. Mainly because I switched to PC. I'm just saying. Then again, let's be honest, I kind of burned once you're on like your seventh, eighth Xbox 360, you kind of stop and start questioning, do you really want to do that with the next gen console? Like, I've gone through too many Xbox 360s. I'm a 360 stan, 100%. Assault rifle kills, low on health, and just without taking damage. Alright. Like, but I will admit, it the biggest problem with it was not designed for, like, it was designed for gaming, but it was not designed for that type of gaming. Sitting there on, like, a 30-hour session fueled by only coffee and pure determination. That's all I'm saying. Kind of bummed out by that. Kind of bummed out by that. Alright. Oh, well. I could probably get it fixed. I guess. Part of me doesn't want to, because, like, knowing my luck, when my homeboy finds out it's one of the launch ones, he'd probably, like, because I take it into his shop, he'd probably be like, so how about I, swap that one out for you? Get you a newer one, you know? I mean, that's one of the launch ones, right? Original configuration? Do you still got the Connect for it? Which I do! I thought it was so funny. By the time you get to the Series X. No, we don't need it. It's gonna laugh my ass off, though. I finally get a Series X, and it'll probably be time for the next gen console. I mean, to be fair, by the time I got a PS4, I didn't even get one of the original PS4s. That's kind of the sad part. The original one I bought from my bud at my bud's shop, like, was one of the bigger ones. I took it home, about to play it, didn't work. Originally, what's funny is originally, got an assault rifle. I bought that thing for my mom. Like, literally her birthday. And she's like, alright, just so you know, no more video games. She was basically like, my birthday's coming up, but please, no more video games, no more consoles, no more this, no more that. We don't have the space for it. And I just spent like $200 or something on a PS4 for her birthday. I had to come up with, like, big arrangements, man. Figure something out. On the one hand, I'm like, okay, I got a PS4. I mean, one of these days I'll start streaming the PS4. I just don't feel like it. Mainly because most of the time when I play on the PlayStation... Alright, so, by the way, I'd have to look at my PS4 games. I'm not even gonna lie. Like, the funny thing is, my PS4 games aren't even with my regular games. Like, my massive game collection over there. No, my PS4 games are over here. Like, buried. That's the funny part. That's how little I play my PlayStation. My PS3 gets more love than my PS4. But, you know what? I'm not going to be salty. I got a PS4. I'm going to be thankful I got a PS4. There are people out there who would love to have that. So, even though I don't play it right now, doesn't mean that I won't get around to playing it at some point. I got, like, the handful of games I got for it's pretty good. Like, one of them was, like, the Lego DC Villains. Like, or Spider-Man. I had to get Spider-Man. Freaking nice. I'm trying to remember Final Fantasy VII, the first part of the remake, before, like, I got it before the second part came out, and then you found out, oh no, instead of it being a proper Final Fantasy VII remake, it makes me want to, like, you want to talk about things that can literally make... Anyway, things that can literally make me mad enough to spit nails, what they did to frickin' Final Fantasy VII. Like, FF7 deserves better than that, you know.
Our counter UAV is active. Under fire. Enemy securing Bravo. Friendly UAV on station. Hostile UAV.
Stupid!
We're losing Charlie.
You know, I hate...
Friendly FA.
I swear that is something I wish they would take out of this game. Like, too many times, your own teammates are the ones that screw you. And I am so sick of it. Try to get out of the area fast, next thing you know, you're blocked because you got a teammate that decided they wanted to turn back at the last minute, or they're not even at their controller. And so you're trying to get out, and then you just, by the time you do get around them now, immediately get gunned down. And it's like, I wouldn't have even been here if you were not at the damn door! Like, I'm not trying to be that mad about it, but I'm kinda am. Like, if you're gonna be AFK, at least have the decency to, like, scoot to the back. You know what I mean? Like, instead of being right there at the front, you're in the back. This way. If somebody needs to get out of the area, they can.
Frag out. Taking rounds.
You make me so freaking mad, dude. I understand. You know, sometimes you have something that, you know, just like you don't mean to. You were trying to do something real quick. But it's like, okay, just move back. Don't block the path.
Shit, there they are. Under fire. Friendly cruise missile deployed. Enemy securing Bravo. Our counter UAV is active. Secured to objective. Thermite, take cover. Grenade.
Oh man.
Securing objective Charlie.
How many of those do I gotta get? I just need to get 10 more. God. The enemy just hanging out right there. Block another people.
Taking Charlie. Watch out! Thermite! Securing Bravo. Friendly mosquito active. They're taking Alpha.
Alright.
Target secured. Enemies taking Bravo. Grenade! Move!
I mean, I'm still waiting.
Bravo.
We still won. They were trying to come back. They were hearing Eye of the Tiger. It just wasn't enough. They heard Eye of the Tiger a little too late. And the worst part is, it was a cheap Chinese bootleg version of it. I'm just saying. Alright, give me 1 second. And, oop, wrong button. And
to the max. Shake it to the max.
Unmute. All right, there we go. All right, appreciate your patience there. I was literally had a now she's on her way home. Let's go. CDF right here. Didn't realize that's in that area.
Taking rounds.
Shit.
Fuck me.
Really? I'm not gonna sit there and fault the guy. I do it too.
Enemy contact.
Me, really? Yeah, actually, not that fault the guy. I do it too. I still got both of them. Goosh! Nice try. You're probably gonna hide in there right where I.
Fire.
Nope.
Taking rounds.
Get wrecked, son.
Mask up. Gas incoming. Enemy KIA.
Cool.
Enemy UAV active.
Trying to make. Even though the work night I couldn't.
Fire.
Oh, they've got one of them. That's right, boys and girls. I need to work on my next taco. The next.
Take your
Stand by.
Which team are you on? Requesting
Man.
recon flyover.
Copy that. UAV is on station.
Grenade. Dusted him.
Friendly airstrike in the AO.
Oh, I forgot to mention the homeboy I'm talking to. Sure enough, I knew it was gonna happen. Like, you need to come down. Start coming out to the freaking, like, come to class. Mind you, I've never done Brazilian Jiu-Jitsu. Never really was my style. But just, like, I knew it was gonna happen sooner or later. And probably because he, like, quite frankly, knows I'm probably out of, well, I am, there's no problem, I am out of practice, bro.
Hostile UAV
Who
in
am
the area.
I kidding?
Gas grenade.
Like, it is sad. I mean, don't get me wrong, I'm not saying my technique's total garbage, but it's certainly not what it could be. I'm just saying. It's one of those, the more time on the mat is required for sure. To, like, used to be JJ comparison, like,
Taking rounds.
I mean, the only way to get good at the style is to do a style, let's just be honest with you.
One down.
To test it. Like, see where you have your strengths and your weaknesses.
Under fire.
Motherfucker! Why you shooting me in the back like that? Yeah. See, I at least had a decently shoot him in the front.
Friendly care package on the way.
Front of the head, but front. Oh, let me. I need to bust that open. That's it.
Our advanced UAV is online.
Under fire.
The enemy holds the lead. Clock ticking.
Just that.
Changing mag.
Friendly
That
cluster mine
was.
We've secured the lead.
Flash out.
Oh, I totally forgot I have my UAV.
I'm taking rounds.
Copy that.
I'll take it. Gladly.
UAV standing by.
Under fire.
UAV is being refueled.
Ah!
Changing mag.
Alright, you got me. But that was
Friendly care package.
hilarious. Oh, homeboy was like,
Not even back.
got this.
Enemy UAV active.
Oh, man. Boom, motherfucker. Alright. Alright, you motherfucker.
Requesting
Give us
recon
sight
fire.
beyond sight. Oh, we don't need it. We won.
Mission accomplished.
Alright. Let's go. I get that good stretch in too. Oh. All I know is row. Oh. Today was trying to get a bunch of cans organized, situated, and so on and so forth. I don't want to see a can of food for a while. Oh god. It was bad. Points? Get them before they're gone! Claim. Oh. Like, clothes. No, I don't know why I still have that. Oh, let me mute them. Mute them all! Bro, I told today's frickin' Nutstaku video's another DVD abridged. Because I'm trying not to jump ahead and give him a chance to actually, like, go through them. This way I don't burn myself out on the jokes. I don't know if they're not shooting a better spot. shotgun, Sally. I'm feeling that shotgun today, lad.
Reloading! I'm hit! Target down!
Hold up. That was pistol, bro.
Secure the lead.
Send towards place.
Friendly cruise missile deployed.
Dang.
Step up.
You know, it's weird when you sometimes when you see us like walk by us, probably like the way we walked through there. I was like, that's them some big nostrils. Like literally, only thing I see. Like.
Enemies to fire.
I mean, that didn't work out well for you. I still got that fifth one. That'll work. Sight beyond sight, friends. Okay.
Bingo fuel. RTB at the time.
I respect that. Fellow pistol bro. Come.
Hostile FAE near your position. We've secured the lead.
I mean, that was kind of embarrassing.
They got into me.
Oh.
Incoming! Hostile airstrike near your location.
Once again, jet. Hey. Hey, it was close though. Real close.
Return to base.
We were trying that. We failed. I can notice that dude's name was Batman. Yep. I'll allow it. There's a colored fan out there. All I gotta say is, the shit's about to get real in the war against the police, my guy. Yeah. Granted, what I wanted to do between getting off work and streaming, I didn't get to do. But, oh well. I'll figure it out. Like, it's gonna be a long day before it's done. Normally, my day's done at the end of the stream. I'm just like, okay, I might get something to eat. I might just go to bed. Not even playing. 7:30, out cold. I gives no trucks. You can be like, that isn't a little early. Bro, I wake up at like 3 o'clock in the morning, 4 o'clock in the morning, at the latest. That's like really needing to sleep. But, and then I get to be up pretty much half the night. Like, that's why I like it. I get to still be somewhat of a night owl while enjoying while at the same time still handling day person responsibility. Like, I am not a day person. I've always been a let me be out during the night kind of guy. But then, man, I started hanging out with this one dude, James Kiowa. Man, the dude reminded me why I love the Turtles so much and whatnot. Then I started actually watching the Turtles again. I was like, wait a minute, this is legit. Anyway, we freaking, that's how to describe it, like, we met on night shift and he was very much a, day person that come to night, and I was very much a night person on nights. I was in my element. And he presented it to me like this. He's like, man, don't you ever, like, want to be out during the day and, like, where people are? He's like, well, yes, but at the same time, think about it like this, man. And he kind of presented it as, think about it as, I guess you could say he was the one that really got me to take off the trench coat. Like, all the time. And not be up in everybody's face all the time. He's like, bro, why? I mean, why, and it wasn't, like, it was one of those, he kind of presented it as, one, Trolley Square had just happened. And he was like, come on, man, that dude was wearing a trench coat, you don't want to be going out in public, wearing your trench coat, all black, they're gonna think you're gonna do something. Straight up, they're gonna think you're gonna do something. And he was also like, then he asked me, like, why do you gotta wear all that all the time anyway? I'm like, what I like, dude. He's like, yeah, but isn't it, like, hot? Middle of summer, wearing a trench coat? Well, yeah. Especially like one on top of that. But basically, long story short, I kind of, by the end of the conversation, he made a good case for why it was probably a good idea to, I could still wear all black, I just need to tone it back a bit, you know what I mean? Granted, I actually went full on trying to commit For years there, I didn't dress in all black.
Throwing frag.
And finally, I guess said, screw it. Why?
Friendly FAE inbound.
Like, I prefer to wear black still anyway. Half my clothes are darker hues if I can have it. Pants are generally black. I still wear the same black hoodie,
Complete.
and I wear it all the time.
Cruise missile approaching target.
What's the point? Not like, why not just buy everything in black like you used to? It's just what you would normally wear today.
Grenade! Get back! Thermite out!
Still have the trench coat though. Looking at it right now. I use it sometimes for shorts. I need to start like, I think I just need to like suck it up and actually start trying to come up with scripts for some shorts because I have some ideas. I have ideas, and instead of just trying to wing it like I always do, I should have been better with that. But instead of trying to wing it like I always do, I think I just need to actually like sit down.
Get back! Sending
Like, I know I don't like doing that, because then it makes it feel too canned for me, and I don't want it to be canned. But I think I might have to start bringing back, like, ideas, scripted content.
Hostile UAV in the area.
Hate that. People I respect don't use scripts, they just
Dusted him!
do. Do you think Mr. Poole writes a script every time he tries to, or every time he makes a video? No. Do you think Mr. Hambly writes a script every time he makes a video? No. Do you think Mr. Warwick writes a script every time he? No. They'd be wasting too much of their time. But they're better at it.
Grenade! Get back! Shit! There they are!
Oh look, if it isn't Alucard, getting caught with a thermite. Alright. On the flat. Oh, there we go. Get back on track.
Grenade!
I'm not doing as bad as I could, but man, am I sucking. Oh! Well, if it isn't a Linda! Filthy, blood-sucking vampire! Not the 30 heathens, actually, he says, but... I'm a butt-mothering vampire. I killed a lot of people to earn this title. I deserve to be called such. I like that. Making Alucard jokes while I shotgun Alucard and get the final kill. Woo! Still sucked the whole match. I know it. Why I'm sucking. Can you tell why I'm sucking? I can tell you why. It's because I don't have my music going. Oh, I know we'll start it out with hunger inside. Oh, that snap apple. It's all been written before us, but we can write it all again. I will erase you from the pages. Destroy the story from within. Maybe they've seen a bit too much. Let's be this way, let's wearing thin. Maybe they make the world the way I see it. There's no saving them. Yeah! So easy, it should be a crime. I'm feeling power like I never felt before. I'm taking it in one step at a time. We're taking over Do you really wanna fight with me to the death? Burn it down till there's nothing left. I got a hunger inside that says I'm the one. Ah! I gotta say, I love the song. It's almost close enough to touch. I look forward to it. I never wanted it so much. From my kinetic violence. And then justice is just us. Trust me, you can trust us. Why would I ever lie to them?
We have taken the
We'll
lead.
write about it. We'll bring about a new revolution.
Tag secure.
It should be a crime. I'm feeling powerless like I never felt before. Taking it in one step at a time. We're taking
Shit,
over.
there they are. Thermite out. On fire.
Burn it down till there's nothing left. Well, you douchebag.
Grenade. Get back. Flash out.
Ah. I'm the only one.
Grenade! Stop grenade!
And to find reality,
Rounds.
I'm the only one. I have a hunger inside of me. They wouldn't dare defy me. Lay down your arms and clap for me. I'm the only one. Don't you see? I'm the only one.
Sending thermite.
You won't fight me until death. I got a man inside that's I'm the only one. From the pages of your book left by the dead. I will over again. I got a hunger inside that says I'm the one. I'm the only one. Come on, man.
Tag secure. Keep it set.
Dang it. Ah!
I don't forget.
Gotta love the chicken screaming at the end. That's not good. That's your contact us. That's right, actually. Did it for me. Bruh.
Grenade. Under fire.
Okay.
Burn that one.
Grenade. Get back.
Friendly remote turret deployed.
Wait, go full freeze on them. Okay, do me a favor and die.
Move.
Friendly UAV on
That's not a no. That's not a favor. This isn't a request.
Taking rounds. Grenade. Get back.
All right.
One down.
secure the lead. Kill confirmed.
Ah!
For fire mission. The enemy's taken the lead.
Copy your mark. What are you taking back?
Under fire.
The lead. Confirm that one. Mission task complete. Stay sharp.
Good to know. All right.
Lost the lead.
All I'm really getting tired of getting shot in the back. Have at least have a parent shoot me in the front. Let me go out like a proper lad.
We've secured the lead.
Grenade! Move!
Friendly UAV on station.
Nice try. Well, I do appreciate your lay down tactic.
Secure the victory.
Come on, we got this, lad. We're not gonna lose to the frickin' English, are we? With all the people to lose to, you're not gonna let us lose to the English now. Listen here, lads. We're gonna fight through the day.
We've lost the lead.
We're gonna win it for Scotland. For freedom! Right, Dave? Right, Dave? It is Friday.
Friendly Overwatch Hilo inbound.
Don't let these poor fools get us confused on our goals. We're not going to be going out like that. We're going to bring them down this day and make sure that they know when you mess with whatever it is from Scotland, whether it be a McDougal, a McDowell, a McDig, you're gonna get McDick.
Swapping mag!
I'm not apologetic for that joke. I am 100% like proud of that one actually. Like so completely childish.
There they are.
Like yes, that's
Thermite
mean,
out.
Precision airstrike inbound.
to be fair.
Throwing
Like,
flash.
it's no. I'm gonna laugh. That was my own flashbang, but it is no secret that Matt never really like. We stayed professional 13-year-olds half the time. Let's just be honest.
Requesting recon flyover.
I mean, we don't mean to. Just how we're built. We're kind of, you know. Well, we just laugh at the same shit. Let's just be honest. Oh.
The enemy's taking the lead.
Flash out. Grenade! Get back!
Kill confirmed. We've secured the lead. Friendly UAV online.
Yeah, it looks like being. I like how the crackheads think they're winning, they're doing something, but they're just being crackheads.
Taking round.
Oh, what was that? Did you think you were doing something? Hey, crackhead. Did being a crackhead help? I don't think it did. I think you still died, you dicks. Eat that right. You can't defy the laws of physics, Captain. Trust me, the Enterprise can only handle so much before she starts to tear apart. Oh, man. And if I remember right, the actor, I can't remember his name, but it was a really good dude, actually.
Mission accomplished.
I mean. Sir, we're gonna have to ask you to quiet down before you get us all literally black bagged by the garment industry for trying to expose the harsh underbelly of why a pair of pants is one garment. And quite frankly, sir, I don't want to know. I don't want to know. I'm getting me coffee because I still don't want to know. Last person I heard that when asking these questions got found in an egg. Do I get found in a ditch because I wanted to ask some questions about the clothing industry. Nah, player. Nah, I'm good. I'm good. It's kind of like Brian the Slurp Factory episode. Get drunk. So Trump so long to singing that song about the last guy asking
Hey, I'm about
questions.
to stun you, boy.
The literal last guy
Nigga.
found that question. Was found face down
Hey,
in
I'm
an
gonna
itch.
throw a knife in, finish
No,
moving,
player.
fisting motherfucker,
I'm
bro.
good.
I'm gonna stick a fist in your ass.
Your homie's
bro.
good.
So if you got
I
an
don't-
OP
I don't-
gun, just know I gotta be right by.
James Doohan, yes. Thank you, sir. Sorry, I'm also having to make me a quick thing of coffee because I just grabbed the last little bit and it's like not even a full cup, it's like half a cup. I'm like, come on, man. So I knew I forgot something before going live. It was my coffee. You know I need my fuel, man. Yeah. And, bro, because I always grind my beans fresh, like, I have a hopper filled, if I can, at all times, with coffee. Like, with beans.
Secure the hard point.
I have backup beans. Alright? For,
Visual on the enemy
when
hard point.
I, like, because I have a subscription service. For when I'm, like, on that, last couple days or weeks or whatever, sometimes, 3 weeks or a month, they gave me 20% off purchase and whatnot. I'm like, bro, you're small, but dude, I'm not saying Mr. Pool doesn't have people working on it, but, I mean, the dude tries to support local as much as he can, and that means sometimes it's gonna take time for this stuff to, you know what I mean? To arrive. So no, I'm not gonna be sitting there faulting or being upset and having like issues
Sending thermite.
because
Next hard point.
homeboy
Taking the lead.
was unable to
Hostile care package deployed. Hostile
get it to me quickly. I mean, come on, man.
target area update.
I know his team's working hard.
Hostile UAV in the area.
Like,
Found their trophy system.
Friendly SAE on the way.
cool.
Thermite out.
Hard point relocated.
One down.
Hard point
Sending
relocated.
thermite.
Alright,
Friendly UAV on station.
Flash incoming.
oh,
Which team are you on?
name.
Thermite out.
That's probably just me.
Confirming next hard point. Stand by.
Sending thermite.
Ah. Go figure.
Move to the hard point.
Enemy trophy system destroyed.
Inside the perimeter.
Nice try, lad.
Dusted him.
Hard point compromised. Secure the area. Visual on the enemy.
Difficult it personally. Watch out! Thermite!
Moving.
Last mag. Here.
Enemies inside the
Need
perimeter.
recon overhead.
Friendly mosquito active. Hard point compromised. Secure
Oh.
hard point relocating. Stand by. Enemies inside the perimeter. Hard point relocating.
Under fire.
Friendly UAV online. Hard point compromised. Secure the area.
Over here. We got this.
Gotta stem this bleeding.
Man, the intro of this song, like the very first part, always just automatically makes me think of Roxanne.
UAV on station. Confirming next target.
Yeah, dude. We all know I don't function without my coffee. Let's just be honest here. I am a known coffeeaholic.
Area update.
Like, I find it funny because, though, when I tell, at the coffee shop I used to work at, when I tell the people there
Enemies inside the perimeter.
how I used to get, like, an insane, like, drink several 8-shot cappuccinos a day while I was working there, all the way up until it put me in the emergency room, I literally was. And they all went, yeah, dude, we're not serving you anymore 8-shot cappuccinos. That's, you gotta, wow. For me, I'm like, what?
Enemies inside the perimeter.
I like my coffee.
Hardpoint relocated. Stand by.
I'm over there.
Secure the area.
I have never been one to say, if you're like, hey bro, do you want to get some coffee? My treat.
Hardpoint relocated.
Like, it is,
Secure the target area.
I don't want to phrase this right. I am very reclusive. I will find any and all excuses to get out of being sociable. Alright? You offer me coffee, you have found one of the few ways to get me out of the house. Congratulations.
Counter UAV is active.
Like, come on bro, buy you a cappuccino.
Moving here. Hardpoint compromised. Secure the area. Moving here.
That is me literally sitting there questioning how badly do I want to be a recluse versus how much I'd love a cappuccino at that moment now that it's been mentioned.
Hardpoint compromised. Secure the
Not
area.
even playing. Like that, at that point I'm like, well, I mean,
Confirming next target.
maybe?
Inside the perimeter.
Alright. An hour won't kill me.
Target area active. Move to the hut.
But, man, bro, I've drank a lot of Coca-Cola. Not even playing. Like, my neighbor used to work for Coke. Like, growing up as a kid. Bro, yeah, I'm one of the few people who actually like Fresca. Because of that, alright?
Secure the area.
Granted, I also like grapefruit, so... And, like, you give me grapefruit juice and I wouldn't complain. I'd drink that ish up. Gulp, 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 gulp. I also drink a lot of cranberry juice, so, eh.
Sending thermite. Under fire.
Get wrecked, son!
Relocated.
Ya weed!
UAV on station.
Frickin' wanker!
Remaining.
Oh, what do you know? Hey, look, a piece of candy.
Hardpoint relocated. Secure the target area.
Hey, Lord, check it out. Oh. Nah.
Enemies inside the perimeter.
Yeah. I got bones.
Hostile UAV in the area. You're halfway.
Yo.
We're taking rounds.
Hey, you know, I like BA. Up until the point where anything tomato started to hate me.
Thermite out.
Standby.
Like, why don't you eat pizza anymore, Josh? Or spaghetti or lasagna or any of the stuff I'm known for eating and love. Like, absolutely love. Like, oh my goodness, bro. Ah! Alright, so I have loved spaghetti and all that since I was a kid. Partly because, I mean, that's one of the things my mom always made was good, like, was spaghetti. Like, I love lasagna because it was something that was rare. That's what I was
Control
playing.
system.
But it was basically like
Sending thermite.
the way lasagna is, like the I think it's ricotta cheese and everything. Oh my goodness, man! Ah, love it.
Remaining.
And can't have it anymore. I can't even have pizza anymore, dude. Like, we're talking good old fashioned,
Relocating. Standby.
like, everything pizza. And I spent the next 3 days hating myself and my life choices, and all I had was like one, maybe two slices. I'm like, mother trucker.
Fuck.
Like, I'm literally mad because all my favorite foods have tomato in it. Well, almost all. But like the majority of it. I'm glad most, like, the few things I like can name that are Chinese for sure that almost every place has. Doesn't have tomato in it, at least. I'm thankful for that. But it doesn't change the fact that, like, the fact that I can't sit down and have a good freaking, like, you know, spaghetti, good freaking, like, ravioli, man. I love ravioli, dude. Yeah, I know, dude. I know. Just makes me mad, though, because that's part of the flavor profile, man! Like I said, it's not pizza without your tomato sauce. I'm sorry. Like, it's like, we're talking, and it's gotta have, like, not just a little, like, you give me, like, the bare minimum. No, give me sauce. I want to be able to bite into that mother trucker, and oh god, I'm getting spaghetti, like, the marinara sauce all over the place. Like, that's pizza, man! I can't have even, like, normal sauce anymore. Like, when I say I am, like, perpetually perturbed by the lack of pizza that I can, like, really enjoy anymore, like, oh, that's gonna make me so mad. Because come on, if you don't, basically, what with all that stuff on there? It might as well be like a. I think that's more closer to like a well, no, calzone, the closed pizza, basically, like, but like it. Oh, what is that? Oh, the type of German bread that's very similar. Like, it's almost like a pizza, but without the sauce and everything. I can't remember the name of it. Like, and I know. It seems odd that I said, like, I guess you could say, lamenting woefully over the fact that I can't have tomato. But, I mean, let's be honest. I can't have ice cream either. All of a sudden, like, I used to love me some ice cream. I always have it. Now I'm like, I have ice cream too, and I'm like, yeah, no, player, you're kind of, sir, you are out of line. What would make you think you could have this nice dairy treat? Thanks, buddy. Getting old sucks. I think it's because personally, alright, so as for the tomato, I'm going to be real with you. I think it's genetically, all the genetically modified foods. So, 20 years ago, I caught a documentary all about how the rise of, basically the idea of how a lot of
Throwing flash.
countries were looking at how to fight world hunger was through genetically modified foods that could
Thermite.
grow more yield, be resistant to various, you know, diseases and this, that, and the other. Well, one of the things that it pointed out was people would be allergic to it. Why? Because our bodies are not eating what we're supposed to, like, it's, the best way to put it, it's not food, man. It's not real food. I mean, let's just call it what it is. It is not real food. It's not real tomatoes. It's not real freaking wheat. It's not anything real. If it's a genetically modified, it's basically just pretend food. Like the bread we get, the reason why so many people cannot eat the bread. Alright, but the only reason why so many people can't have bread anymore, I think personally, is because technically, one, what we sell in the store is not real bread. Alright? It's fake. I guess you could say it's not food in the, like, F-O-O-D, it's food, F-U-D. It's only, like, the best way I can put it is, like, kind of, like, explain how, yeah, it's edible, but you probably should not be eating it.
Mask up. Gas incoming.
Don't trust the field. Fight back.
Oh, yeah. Stay high.
Thermite. Take cover. Stun grenade.
That care package.
But yeah, dude, like, food is, like, I honestly think the best way I can put it, like, we're wondering why people have all these chronic problems and whatnot. And they sit there and go, well, what we don't know is causing it. And then some people do a little bit of research and it's like, what do you find out? Oh, it's probably the food. I'm just saying.
Enemies here. Sending thermite.
Wilson Chase, please stand up. We're gonna have to cross here. Y'all like me, you haven't seen a white person before. It's all on the floor. The family comes just burst in the door and started whooping her ass first to the floor. The burst to the floor, it's return to the our way. No way here kidding. He didn't just say what I think he did he? Dr. Dre says, nothing, idiot. Dr. Dre's dead. He's locked in my basement. See the living on and a note. Ticky, 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 ticky. Look at him, walking around, grabbing, you know what, flipping the, you know who, yeah, but don't think so. Bro, I wish, like, if I could get RFK, dude, like, first off, like, I would be like, look, dude, I disagree with you on, like, 99.9% of the, like, your policy positions outside of food. I think you're crazy anti-gunner leftist, but you're right about the food. You're right about vaccines. You're right about how we need to take control of our medical and health, like, everything, and, like, oh. But first question I'd be asking him, though, like, no, it wouldn't even be about any of all that. Like, so, dude, like, I would literally be asking him what was RFK like.
Shit. There they are. Sending thermite.
Like, think about that. I'd be, like, you give me the opportunity, I would literally be asking him or not RFK, JFK. What was his uncle like? Like, Just because I know you wouldn't remember much because you was a kid at the time and whatnot, but like JFK, dude, I don't like. Yeah, there's a lot of problems that can be pointed out with him and whatnot. Yeah, I'm not gonna sit there and try to deny that, but at the same time,
Mission
I'm
failed.
Irish,
Return to base.
so like I feel like by default we love JFK. Like, what, buddy? I see my big guy. Oh no. Come here. I know, buddy. You want to have your kitty cat what is it? Oh, I'm trying to remember what it's called. Interlude. Yes. Love the kitty interlude. Yes. Gotta love on my big buddy, huh? Make sure you know you're my big buddy. I don't care what anyone says. You're my biggest buddy, yeah. They try to say you're not. They're trying to say, oh, he's just around because you give him food, trapped him in your house, and this, that, and the other. Nah, nah, you're my buddy. Oh. Yeah. I know, buddy. Right. Bro! I just... And it's like the best way I can describe it, bro. For me, it's just... Ever since I was a kid, like, when I heard about JFK's fate and this, that, and the other, and the fact that he was actually, like, a solid World War II veteran, that, like, he turned his ship getting sank into a... basically, like, an opportunity for him and his... But you did that to yourself, buddy. You just jump right back up here. But, like, if I remember, they made a movie about it where, basically, best way I could describe it, they turned them being stranded into an opportunity to get intel on the Nazis, if I remember right. Or no, Japanese. I think that was right. I think it was in the Pacific. Like, I don't know, big guy. You big spoiled buddy. I'm giving him them deep pets. Anyone who has a cat knows. Them deep pets are... He's like, oh, that's not right, buddy. You're a cat. You got your deep pet.
The enemy's taking the lead. Enemy UAV active. Take the lead. We have taken the lead. Friendly UAV online.
Under fire! Better black in here. Sending thermite. Taking ground.
Friendly remote turret deployed.
Under fire! All patched up.
Confirmed.
Enemy trophy system destroyed.
Friendly Overwatch Hilo in the area.
Oh, dang.
Thermite out!
Inbound.
Yes, Japanese Nazis. Totally. Well, I mean, they were working together. Actually, see, one of the things that historians often point out, that it was the Pacific Theater that actually allowed Roosevelt finally get the go-ahead to have the invasion in Europe. Now, one of the things that's often if I remember reading, was Hitler was actually constantly trying to prevent the Japanese from doing that, get them to hold off just a little bit longer until he had won
Secure the lead.
the war in Europe
Kill confirmed.
at the very least.
Friendly
And the
UAV
reason
online.
why is because of the fact that if he had the whole idea basically is if he's got all of Europe,
Blast up, gas
most
incoming.
of Russia dealt with,
Shit.
well,
There they are.
though he could pretty much leave the Japanese to their own devices. The war in Europe and there is already won. Well, there's no like, you know what I mean? Like that was the whole like
Droid online.
thought process. There will be no war in Europe with America if they won the war. They just were trying to get the Japanese to do that. I know, buddy, but there you go. I know, bud. There you go. You the wingman. There you go. But like,
Who's TV1?
Enemies taking the lead.
sorry, train of thought. Trying to. What, buddy? What?
Lost the lead.
Hist. Flash incoming.
But yeah. But that's neither here nor there. I mean, being the fact that they went ahead and did it, regardless of what Hitler was trying to have happen, just goes to show. No. It just goes to show few decisions made by certain individuals. Like, one of the best things that I often point out, a lot of people hate to admit when it comes to World War II, the only reason why the Nazis did not make it to Moscow, winter came early. If they hadn't made it in like the planned time that they were supposed to, they would have actually made it to Moscow and would have had most of Russia, before the Soviet Union, basically.
Hostile
Before
UAV in the area.
winter set in, well, then it doesn't matter. They just gotta hold out and hope that basically whatever resistance is there will basically be too, I guess you could say, splintered. Because you gotta figure a lot of those countries that Stalin had conquered in the years prior to World War II. Well, no, it's like what a lot of people don't realize is the Eastern Europe countries that were behind the Berlin Wall looked like basically when Hitler, when the Nazi forces came through, wiped out the Soviets and kicked them out of power and took them over, he was viewed in those countries as a liberator up until he lost the war, and yeah, everyone who called him a liberator was executed or sent to the gulags or something. Like, we found this out actually though, because after the Soviet Union fell, there was, I think like I think it was like 98, 99, 2000 at the latest, a trove of former Soviet top secret docs dropped. And like one of the things we found out was, and here's one that like scary as hell. So Stalin was actually planning on, like Stalin, okay, World War II screwed Stalin's plan. Because Stalin was planning on taking Europe. But because of how, basically the war carried on and how relations were after the war. See, what a lot of people don't realize is Russia the Soviet Union, Russia, Soviet Union, all those that's given like broken back off. Because remember, every colony, like England gave up its empire. There's supposed to be no more empire, no more empire. So Russia was supposed to give up those country, never did. Now, some people say it's because Roosevelt died suddenly of old age. I think Stalin just placated Roosevelt because Roosevelt was a socialist and they kind of understood each other. And then again, if you really look at a lot of the things that Roosevelt did, I don't know why the man. I feel like anyone in that shoe or in that spot could have done a better job than Roosevelt. Anyone. Just because of the fact that one, it's a matter of integrity. If that makes sense. Like if your leaders make choices based on what's best for them half the time, i.e. like his decision to let Pearl Harbor be bombed so it can get us into the war in Europe. Now you can sit there and say, yeah, but you know, we needed to get into the war in Europe and this, that, and the other. It's like, okay, yes, but a strong leader, a good leader would have made the case to the American people as to why, hey, let's get involved there so we don't have to fight the war here. Roosevelt just went, let them bomb Pearl Harbor, and then we'll use that as a reason to get into the war in Europe because they're allied with the Nazis. That's what weak men do. That's what weak leaders do. A real leader would say, we stopped this plot by the Japanese. We're not tolerating that. We're taking down the Japanese Empire. And on top of that, we're taking down the frickin' Nazis at the same time because you know what? We're not tolerating this. They were working together, even if the Nazis didn't give them any help. They obviously didn't stop them either, so they gotta go too. That's what a strong man does.
One down.
Weak leaders are like, yeah, no, you know what? I'm just gonna sit there and let this thing happen or do something that'll give me the ability to make changes that I need to be able to get us on a war footing at a time. And I'm not talking about things like suspending habeas corpus. Like that's internal. That's something that needs to be done. That is, hey, we're having people fight. Our attempts to wrangle this problem of secessionists. And because of that, we are being hindered at every place and step. There's a point where you just gotta admit activist judges are being activist judges and you need to do what you have to do to remove them from the bench.
Hardpoint relocated. Secure the target area. Friendly UAV on station.
I'm just saying, sometimes you need to, like, sedition is sedition, no matter how you want to try to put it. Sedition is sedition. They're acting seditiously against the will of the American people.
Hardpoint compromised. Secure the area.
Alright. You can sit there, you can make excuses, you can say whatever you want to say. Oop, this one I got to do the name above. Okay. But let's be honest.
Friendly UAV on station.
That's like, take for instance, I mean, yeah, it got blocked by I think it was like a higher court or something. I don't remember where it went this time, but the judges, the panel of 3 judges yesterday that blocked Trump's freaking tariffs. It's like, bro, 2 of them were appointed by Reagan and 1 of them was appointed by Trump during his first term. Back when he was having all these judges suggested to him by people like Bolton, by people like frickin', well, let's be honest, Rubio. I don't see why he even remotely has Rubio as part of his cabinet. Maybe it's a Game of Thrones type deal where he keeps him close enough to keep him placated, where he doesn't try to work against him. Kind of like how Obama kept Hillary Clinton. Like, I really do believe that sometimes it is, like, politics are scary, man. Especially the higher up you get, dude. I do honestly believe the higher up you get in politics, the scarier people are. Why don't you want to get involved in politics? Because I
Under fire!
freaking know better. These people are... You think I want to be around people like Hillary Clinton all day? Be around a bunch of sharks? Wondering when it's my turn to get 8? I'm just saying. Let's not act here like... These aren't...
I'm taking rounds.
These, like, it takes a specific type of individual to be able to go far in politics. And I don't have that personality, fortunately. You guys take a special kind of sociopath to succeed in that line of work? Something I wholeheartedly lack.
Secure the area.
Just saying. And let's be honest, bro. When you have situations where you have activist judges that are constantly coming through, making things difficult for the elected types, but like, what do you do? It's a damned if you do, damned if you don't. Like, we are literally stuck in a Kobayashi Maru where if Trump doesn't do something, we're screwed. If Trump does do something, we might be screwed. Actually, no, we're gonna be screwed. Like, there is no winning this situation. Like, if Trump exercises his presidential authority and says, no, we're not doing this, we're not playing these games, I'm doing what I have to get these activist judges under control, well, then you get the leftists, the Democrats, and the ones that are actually quick to riot, you know, basically break-ish, out there instantly taking advantage of it. Like, because it's their chance to say, oh no,
There they are.
it's time, the Nazis have taken over. Don't even act like they won't. We all know they will. Well, these guys are predictable. Just saying. Like, but if he doesn't, then the problems will persist and nothing will get done. There's, like, the agenda that he was elected to be able to push will not be implemented because judges don't care. They're there to literally block everything that Trump does and make it to where the bureaucracy stays in place. So it doesn't matter. We're, like I said, we are in a literal Kobayashi Maru. Hi, my name is Josh. More commonly known as Bob Joelbot or Bob Jones. Or, oh God, please shut the fuck up, but, you know. Still stuck up. But anyway. Basically, my point being, and, yeah. I'm your captain. We're going to be stuck in this massive hellhole where there's no off-ramp, there's no, like, getting off. Congratulations. Y'all have fun with that. Any chance of de-escalation, like, on the one hand, maybe if we could get... See, the problem... Okay, there's no off-ramp. The biggest reason why there's no off-ramp is because of the fact that you have two sides that are diametrically, opposed to each other on a fundamental level, alright? You have
There they are.
the ideas of America, because let's be honest, the modern dynamic, I completely agree, is not like was back in junior days. It was around Obama, actually, during Obama, when you started to see the change. But it really is between, are you adherent to the woke intersectional cult, because wokeism is kind of an aspect of it, so on and so forth. But do you support that, or do you support American values, meritocracy, getting like, yes, sometimes things are hard, yo, but sitting there going, well, it's hard, therefore I shouldn't even bother to like try or anything, does not help the problem. If anything, that's making the situation worse. But at the same time, because of the fact that the left, it looks at the problem saying communism, that's the only way to fight the evil capitalism, even though it's not capitalism, it is. What are you two doing?
Shit! There they
Really? You get knocked over? Oh my god! Cat!
Hostiles deploy the mosquito.
Oh! I'm annoyed now! My plaster statue of the Virgin de Guadalupe just got knocked off where it was
are. Something's out.
by my cats, both wanting the perch, and now it's broke.
Hardpoint.
I'm annoyed. I mean, I'm not mad at the cats, they're just doing the cat thing. It's not like they're like, I'm gonna knock this thing off. Poor Charles, like, look at me. Oh, my bad, dude. Like, you can tell he did not mean to knock it off. I'm not gonna be mad at him for it.
Fluid online.
But
Fire.
he, like, literally mid trying to get up there. Because for some reason, those two have to occupy that space at the same time now.
Hardpoint compromised. Secure the area.
Sending thermite.
We have taken the lead.
Alright.
Enemies inside the perimeter.
But yeah. Like, and then you have the right, which, yes, they are very much like family values, proper American, you know, fundamentals and things of the such. But at the same time, you also have
Mission accomplished.
the fact that modern right wing isn't just your classic right wing, that is your classic conservative, you know, traditional value types. The, I guess you could say, your standard church going, suit wearing type, you know, you get the idea. Like, I don't know what Republicans work because I don't really know any Republicans. Like, I'm not gonna lie, like, a lot of them are military, I know that. Like, my parents were independent up until you had to register with the party here, and then they only registered Republican because they weren't. I'm not gonna continue that statement. But I digest. Point being, the right became this, are you more pro-America, pro-truth, pro-freedom of speech, pro-actual freedom of religion, you know, there's a lot of people with disparate and differing ideologies on the right versus what you have on the left. But the problem is you have a lot of cult members. Like, the fact... Alright, so I'm going to sit here and say something that a lot of people aren't going to actually like. But let's be honest, the fact that you have judges that are left-wing, like the one that went and let the illegal alien that was supposed to be being detained by ICE, that was in her courtroom, and she let him out through the jury door, like, distracted the ICE agents and everything, did everything she could to help this individual get away. She is in her 50s. She went to college literally 30, 40 years ago. Which shows that this mentality has, like, been persisting in our culture and amongst these people who are the quote-unquote like elite types, lawyers and so on and so forth, for a long time. Because well, yes, you'd sit there and say a Democrat 20, 30 years ago didn't believe the things that they believe now, but the culty believe only the left and never the right has been there for a very long time. And is just only recently kind of come to the surface, if you will. Like, we all see it because I guess the mask got taken off at some point, and when that happened, it showed everyone, yeah, maybe the Emperor has no clothes, and these individuals are constantly biased towards one direction. It would be different if it was like, alright, so the left is always, or the right's always biased to the right, but, they're not in anything. The left's always biased to the left, but they're not in anything. No. Problem is, the right will sit there and be like, they're not biased to the right. That would go against the rules of, the judiciary, like things you're supposed to do, the way you're supposed to be. You have to make yourself, and I want to phrase this right, you have to make yourself be the better man. Regardless of if you win or if you lose, you must be the better man, because that's what separates you from the dirty Democrats. Not, I'm going to do everything I have to win. Like, that's what the Democrats are doing. And you can sit there and say integrity, matters, not when you're not in war. Not in any conflict. When it comes to conflict, the thing that matters is winning. You can figure out what was done with integrity after the fact. But trying to sit there and act like you're gonna, best way I can put it, say that, oh, well, we want to make these changes in our society so we will have a prosperous and thriving society, but we refuse to exercise any actual type of power because that would be abusing it. We want to have integrity. Like we're Integrity Farms or something. I'm just saying. I'm so sick and tired of this. This is why I never liked Republicans, man. They'll sit there and be like, slow down, Democrat. Yeah. But never actually do anything. And they've been this way for years. I mean, let's be honest, when they do something, it's generally the exact opposite of what people want them to do. I mean, come on, how many Republicans literally got sent to Washington, alright, to handle the various, like, the exact problems that we're having right now? To get the budget fixed, to ratify the Doge cut, things like that. And how many of them actually are doing it? How many of them actually are trying to make sure that the Trump literal, like, executive orders don't just expire the minute the next president comes in and signs an executive order removing Trump's executive order?
Changing mag.
Like, so, and the average voter sees this. So when your average voter that voted for Trump and voted for these Republicans to come in and actually get the work done, and they see Trump trying, but they see every one of these Republicans literally do everything they can to fight getting the, like, Trump and the people's will done. Like, they do it gleefully because they know, they're gonna get re-election regardless, because Republicans are just gonna go out and vote R, or so they think. But this is why Republicans always get squashed. Now, what I think should happen and I hope Charlie Kirk keeps true on his threat to do this. Every one of these squishy Republicans get primaried, alright? Every one of them. And then what? Then what? Every one of them gets primaried, and then you get a Republican that's like, okay, no, we're not going to play these games. We're going to go and actually get the work done that the previous Congress and everything was fighting to get done because they wanted to uphold the status quo and did not want Trump to, and the American people to be able to have what they wanted. Like, I'm sorry, but that is the only way to get on the governmental front, get things where we need them to be. But until Republicans are willing to exercise authority, like actually exercise authority, not like, I'm sorry, I'm sorry, I didn't mean to do that, I didn't mean to exercise my authority. That was so mean of me. I'm just saying, dude. Like, oh, but, you know, it's hard to get work done in D.C. You gotta do a lot of crossing of the aisle. Okay? And, like, isn't that what we sent you to Washington to do? I'm just saying, bro. Don't sit there and act like we didn't spend the last, like, 4 years, 2 of which, with a Republican freaking majority in the, House and Senate. Alright, you got that and the Republican president, and you're not going to do anything? Okay, yes, the big beautiful bill was able to get through, but I'm gonna be real with you. I don't think that's where we should stop. I think when we do finally get the complete big beautiful bill to my desk, I need to sign it, but then I need to move on to the next bill that needs to come across my desk. That is making all the Doge cuts ratified into law. Making sure the USAID cannot be struck down, or the shutting down of it cannot be struck down by the courts. All these government officials or government, workers that need to be fired and let go, we're gonna let them go without having a judge come in and tell me, I can't do this, I can't do this, I am the president. You may not believe it, but I am the president. I'm just saying. Oh. My delicious coffee. I mean, but that's why, I'm saying, there is no, and even then, the reason why I say there's no real de-escalation, because even if we did have that happen, where we did get a Congress that actually got in and made all these, Senate and Congress that came in, made all the Doge cuts into law, and so on and so forth. Also, last game, just noticed the time, but, let's be real, one of the other problems that there is, the left will still act the same way that they would act if, Trump tried to, basically use its authority. That's what I'm saying, we're stuck in a Kobayashi Maru. There is no saving us. Mainly because of the fact that we got weak people in leadership. Like I said, Roosevelt, what he did was a sign of weak leadership. Like, Trump may be a strong man, but the rest of, like, the government is not strong men. It's a bunch of people who want a freaking popularity contest. Let's emphasize that a little bit more. It's a bunch of people that won a freaking popularity contest. That's it. Oh yay! You're more likable than the other guy. Doesn't mean you're actually, you know, good at what you do. It's freaking annoying, man. Like, freaking wondering why we can't freaking get anything done in our government. We keep electing the same weak mother truckers, people who are more worried about lining their own pockets versus actually trying to put the work in and make sure that we, the people, are no longer struggling to survive. No. They're literally like, chuck the paw! We don't like them anyway! Come on, man. Just saying, you can't sit there and constantly talk about how, you know, one side does, like, the best way I can put it, like, like, we've had the left constantly refer to the right as Nazis. Like, remember the Chris Ray Gun song, Punch a Nazi and everything? Actually a really good song, by the way, but we're not gonna go into that. Like, I'm just saying, dude, it is a, ooh, hold on. It is a cluster truck of, like, the events that got us here. And no one wants to actually talk about that, because they like to think, oh, well, it's just all of a sudden we got to this point because evil orange Hitler. Well, I'm gonna be real with you, man. Cheeto Hitler was not the reason why you ended up with frickin' all these problems. These problems have been going on for years, but because you're too stupid to actually think more than a few, like, steps back on how you got into this situation. I mean, I explained a lot about why you got certain life choices, but we're not gonna go into that. Like, why are you dumber than a box of rocks? Oh. Yeah, he's good enough with an answer complex question. Baby want a rattler? Yeah, yeah! That's what I thought. Like, but to be fair, like, we're talking, bro, I've been paying attention to politics since '92, alright? I can tell you everything, like, like, up until, like, I didn't really understand a lot of it until I got older. You know, because there's a lot of information you're receiving when you're trying to follow politics as a kid that you don't really understand the full, like, what they're saying until you're actually there and you've got to worry about things like trying to, you know, support yourself and so on and so forth, trying to do various things in life, try to get yourself some family, try to get yourself right where you need to be. A lot of different ways to engage. Put your cares aside, if it's training possibilities, a 9-year-old who died, we got the thieves and doctors and families 4. And about to the potential drawing level feature from the internet. Hold on to your jaw to the random bag and find the photos of it. And I'll put it for. Don't act surprised, you know you like it, you roar. See a man beheaded, get a hammer to your street. Show us pictures of each other, tell us every thing. Start a rumor, buy a rumor, send a separate to a boo or the Anna girl, a rumor, do a zoomer, find a tumor. Here's a healthy breakfast stopping, you should do it all. By women never confused, I use it to the song. The Power Ranger are you, take a quirky quiz. Obama sent the immigrants to vaccinate your kids. But I used to do everything, all of the time. A little bit of everything, all of the time. Apathy's a tragedy, and boredom is a crime. Anything and everything, all of the time. But I used to do and everything, all of the time. A little bit of everything, all of the time. Apathy's a tragedy, and boredom is a crime. Anything and everything, all of the time. Wasn't always like not very long ago, just before your time, right before the showers fell, circa 99. This was catalog, rather long. Chat room was set our sights, spent our nights waiting for you. Insatiable, mommy let you use the iPad. You were barely through, then you did all the things we designed it to. Unstoppable, watchable, your time is now, you're inside out. Honey, how you prove, and if we stick together, who knows what we'll do. It was always the plan, to put the world in your hands. But I interest you in everything, all of the time. A bit of everything, all of the time. Apathy's a tragedy and boredom is a crime. Anything and everything, all of the time. But I interest you in everything, all of the time. A little bit of everything, all of the time. Apathy's a tragedy and boredom is a crime. Anything and everything and anything and everything and anything and everything and all of the time. Alright. I know. Go from talking politics. That song is just incredibly catchy to me. Oh, she got me to get out. Like one of those songs where when I hear it, part is like full of teeth that prevent me from singing it. Like I'm not even playing. Bruh. Granted, this is just the welcome to Attack the Live Stream. Well, I will randomly talk about politics, history. Like, just give me a random topic. Sometimes you'd be surprised. I might actually know something about it. I'm weird like that. And for some reason, I spent most of my life, like, okay, when I look at my book collection, like, at least, you know, my nonfiction book collection, which is the majority of what my book collection is, it's almost all, like, history, science, bit of self-help. I mean, stuff like, you know, oh, not self-help would be the wrong way to put it, like, I'm okay, you're okay, we're okay. It goes into more like, the like, I haven't read all of it. I've only read like about. I started trying to get into it. It's like, bro, I feel like there's a lot of like, psychobabble goggly, so I kind of. But I still need to finish that book because my dad was telling me no. I just got to get past the that part. But at the once you get about end of the meat of the book, apparently it actually does start making a lot more sense because he's not trying to sound smart. He's just trying to give solutions to life. I guess if I remember right. I don't remember exactly how he put it. That was years ago. Anyway, with that, friends, as always, thanks for watching. Please like, subscribe, ring that bell. Follow me on the Twitters at Brainiac420. Follow me everywhere else at Nerdin over40. Come back to my YouTube channel at 6 in the morning where I will have my daily short upload. And then come back at 5 p.m. Central where I will have Attack of the Live Streamer going live at 5. And yeah, with that, folks,